Grambling and Youngstown State, they really haven't looked back. Got it rolling early on. They played a couple of option teams in Youngstown State and Western Kentucky, but they lose at Nebraska 38-14 in a game that was really a little closer than the score may have indicated. In fact, the Nebraska fans gave them a standing ovation as they went off the field for their efforts on that day in Lincoln.
Yes, an interesting look here. You see this team that they beat, Youngstown. That was a team they lost to in the 1997 National Championship
Conference. Cowboy Stadium in Lake Charles, Louisiana. They love their #1 team in the nation. The McNeese State Cowboys, as the Cowboys on senior day making their way out onto the field, trying to put a capper on what they hope to be a 10-1 season and 6-0 run through the Southland Conference. There's Tommy Tate, third season, 25-9, played at McNeese State between 1975 and 1978. Spent 20 years here as an assistant coach and administrator. Flip side, spent his first 2 seasons rebuilding this program, going 10-1 in each of those seasons. 2 ago, but don't look now. Nicholls State football is back. They are 7-3, getting it done on the field and in the classroom. He said it was a complete and total overhaul all the way around. No disrespect to any previous administrations, but he wanted it done his way, and they're starting to do it that way now. Won the toss. They elected to take the football first. They will run it from the very start. A team that is 4-1 on the road, and this triple option, they know what to do with it. You see Josh Son, the junior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He's run the option, as Gary said, all his life, and does it very well in his college life. As you take a look at John Marino, and we are underway in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Walker from the goal line. So the 20 has a seam. One man to beat, and he doesn't, out to the 46-yard line. Great field position to get things started for LaJuan Walker, the Colonel. The scrimmage first down at 10 from the 44. They wanted to get off to a good start, and that is a great way to get this thing started. Josh Son, the quarterback we spoke of, needs 459 yards to become the all-time leading rusher in Nicholls State history. He's just a junior. Backs and receivers. See Johnson, drive, throw, and Gardner up front along with DeRoche on the left side. That's the offensive line. Backs and receivers, August Felder, Coletti, Vince Butler, and Isaiah Mitchell, the leading receiver on this team. Flag down on the first play. It will cost the Nicholls State Colonels 5 yards.
Immediately they drop a flag. That's surprising. You're tough to come in here and make mistakes early in this football game against the #1 team in the country. Darrell Day's not happy about that. I'm not even sure what happened out there, Kevin. It looked like it was an illegal procedure penalty, I think is what the officials said, but didn't see anything go on there.
All kinds of confusion.
Well, the place clock, I'm not sure they're even seeing the play clock. The referee put it in play, and I'm not sure that Josh Son knows to put the ball in play. He's going to have another penalty again.
A delay of game.
5 yards, first down.
Well, Darrell Day is livid.
The play clock is down here on the south end of the end zone. It's not even lit up at all, and so Josh Son doesn't even know when his play clock is being counted down. There it is. It's working now.
Before they run a play, it's first down and 20. And the kickoff return that went out to the 44-yard line. They're back now to the 33. Option play. Fake to Coletti. Travis Felder around the corner. Midfield in Cowboy territory and run out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Ryan Garrison finally able to knock him out of bounds.
Great block that time by Rudy August on the outside to get things around the corner, and did a good job in the Cowboys defense. Big play here for Nicholls State, running this option down the line of scrimmage in their first carry, Kevin.
So from the 46-yard line, they faced a first down at 20, and they get 21. Same play to the right side. This time the defense is there. Hadley Prince, one of the first ones to get to him. Shield Fairchild and Gerald. Defense is to such its strength. Zeno, B.J. Nutt, an outstanding senior, a 4-year starter. John Paul Jones, Talking with the Nicholls State offensive coaches, they said he may be as good a defensive lineman you'll see in Division I AA. The line defensive backs, White, Smith, Prince, Fairchild, and Gully. And you saw Roderick Royal and Ryan Garrison.
They'll be able to string out a lot of plays if they're able to stop that initial read from Sun.
Sun to throw. He does. Complete. Anthony Baldwin, the big tight end, makes the catch and gets down to the 32-yard line. Picks up another first down. Keith Smith and Roderick Royal there to make the stop, but not before a gain of 13 yards.
Now, the Colonels don't throw the ball a lot, Kevin, but when they do, they like to do it off a play-action pass. And Josh Sun, you see the play action here and going to throw back. The tight end's coming across the line of scrimmage. Take the aggressive defense and go back door. That's what they do with their tight end on this play. Kevin, last year against this McNeese defense, Josh Sun threw for over 200 yards. The only time he's done that in his career.
234, and the last time the Colonels went over 200 yards in passing. The most pass attempts this season for Josh Sun, 13 against Stephen F. Austin. There's the reverse. You'll see a lot of misdirection. And getting down to the 30-yard line, Philip Brock takes it ahead for a modest gain of a couple. John Paul Jones, the freshman that we spoke about,
you're going to see tackle. Yeah, you're going to see 5, 6, 7 guys get their hands on the ball. They run the ball for the
have carried the football this year. Josh Sun takes it into the middle. And that's the thing that an offense, especially a very aggressive and hard-hitting defense like this McNeese State defense is, kind of explain why they hate to go against an option from the reading standpoint.
Well, what it is, it takes away your aggressiveness because you have to be key-oriented. You have to have assignment football. The defensive linemen have to read the fullback play inside. Sometimes they won't even block the 2 down linemen inside. They'll read the fullback off of him. If he takes the the dive back, Josh Sun reads it around. If he doesn't take him, he hands it off inside. You're kind of a monkey in the middle position.
3rd down 2. Coletti up the middle. Just as you say it, touchdown Nicholls State.
25-yard touchdown, Coletti.
That was a read that time by Josh Sun. They did not block the down lineman. That's McNutt and John Paul Jones inside. And Colt Coletti, who's finally healthy back in the backfield for the Colonels, gets the first score of the football game.
Untouched.
Very good look out here, right at you, working right inside. The linemen are spread on the front. They go up on the linebacker, Colt Coletti, untouched the end zone, Kevin. That's the midline option. You take it right inside.
James Wilcox for the point after. And Wilcox has the point after. But just like that, didn't take long at all. Less than 3 minutes for the Colonels to get into the end zone. The freshman from River Ridge, Louisiana, takes it in. Colt Coletti takes it in from 25 yards out. And Nicholls State leading it by a score of 7-0. Didn't take 3 minutes for him to get into the end zone. That's a great start for the Colonels.
A couple of mishaps early on that drive. 2 first-down penalties. They started 1st and 20, Kevin, but that did not upset the Colonels as they moved the ball down the field very effectively.
A big run by Felder and Coletti there. The 25-yard run, the first time and only time he's touched the football. There's some hard hitting going on in this one as Marcus Trahan brings it out on the short kickoff, but out of the 30-yard line. 59% of his completions thrown for over 1,300 yards, 7 touchdowns and 5 picks. They are very good up front. LeBlanc, Hudler, Davis, Sawyer, and Roden. Backs and receivers, Vic King, we spoke about just a moment ago. Keep an eye on B.J. Sams as well. Right up the middle, Vic King, and there is absolutely nothing there. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a yard, but that's about it. He's going to have to play well for this team today. Keith Curry, Burnell Taylor, Philip Robin, and Michael Young will get the start at the defensive end. The linebackers, Penn Morris, very, very fast. He's a guy that's been converted from a strong safety position. Walker and Thompson on the corners. Willis and Rogers are the safeties. Pendarvis wants to throw and does. Complete. Out near midfield. The big tight end, Jeff Hamilton, on the catch.
Offense. What they are is efficient on the bootleg here, doing a good job getting into the tight end, coming across. He's out in the flat, and the linebackers can't make the play. But what Scott Pendarvis does to this offense is he makes good decisions, He's not flashy at the quarterback spot, but he makes the right decisions. He really doesn't make any bad plays.
Here's the fullback. Doesn't run it much, but when he does, he's effective. Luke Lawton, very talented guy, junior from Lafayette, Louisiana, 6 foot, 250 pounds, and he is low.
Well, he got those 250 pounds low that time, ran right over a Colonel linebacker going through the hole. Take a look here. Watch him get his shoulders down as he comes through there, and bingo, going to knock one down to the ground. Just can't grab him, can't pull him down, arm tackling. Big fullback making a good game for the Cowboys.
Ran over Thorian Thomas. Play action. Pendarvis with time and throws again. Wide open. Jeff Hamilton, the tight end, down to the 20-yard line and run out of bounds.
Look to the near side now our way here as you look at it, and he's going to drop the ball out in the flat because the defenders, hey, he's blocking. I'm not going to cover him. Turn your head, and you can't do that. Got to stay on the guys you're covering. Good job that time by Scott Pendarvis getting to his tight end once again.
King and Lawton in the backfield behind Scott Pendarvis. They hand it to King, and King going ahead for a couple of yards down to the 18-yard line.
Got a good drive working right here.
Gain of 3, second down and 7. Play action. A big King hit immediately. Boy, David Willis came through. Was he coming on a safety blitz, but he just read the run?
He came right up the outside very well that time. Nobody even touched him, Kevin. We'll blitz off the weak side. Taker's going to come off the backside. Nobody's going to account for him. He comes inside the tight end there. Big play in the backfield.
Vic King did a nice job of holding on to the football. They say, yeah, he's mean. Pretty mean right there. Mean and nasty. Great drop out of the gun. Pendarvis throws it over the middle, incomplete. Britt Broadhead, the intended receiver, broken up nicely by Henry Johnson, who got a hand in there, was able to knock it away. Just a freshman.
Pretty good delivery that time by Pendarvis, getting the ball inside to Broadhead, who just doesn't make the catch, and coverage behind. I think the ball was in there or not.
41-yard field goal attempt. Plenty of leg, and it is good. So both teams scoring on their initial possessions of this ball game. Number 17 leads number 1, 7-3 in Lake Charles. What to cheer about today is Nicholls State leads it by a score of 7-3. Both teams scoring on their first possessions. 41-yard field goal by John Marino after the Colonels scored.
That's an answer drive there, Kevin. Get the ball back and take it right down, then march the ball down the field and put points on the board.
Lawan Walker back deep. Marino to kick it away. This time, the squib kick taken by the up man at the 15-yard line. Travis Felder out to the 31-yard line, and that's where, again, pretty good field position for the second straight time as Felder. Maybe this may
hold the run back. 10 yards from the end of the run. First down, Nicholls.
Oh, late flag came in, so that's going to cost the Colonels 10 yards. They'll back it back up to the 21-yard line.
They started with 10 yards less the first time.
That's
so
right.
Here they go again. Nothing new, but nonetheless going to get the ball here going just on the 21-yard line. Interesting to see if there was any adjustments made on the defensive side by the Cowboys.
Very happy with the way things went on that first drive. So Josh Sun on first down. They hold on to it, pitch it out. Again, trying to get the corner. Phillip blocked, and he gets a gain of 9 yards. Finally run out of bounds by Ron Gully. Guy who had a great game a week ago and was honored as the defensive player of the week.
Here, take a look at how they blocked there. Now you're going to run the speed option. You're going to go ahead and take Hadley Prince, number 9. They're going to pitch off of him to the outside. Hadley Prince, a strong safety, is going to come down and what we call that slot area.
Sun turns the corner. Pitched it out of bounds. Now that was one of those situations. David Plaisance lost his pitch relationship with the quarterback.
He's not going to look all the time. He's got to feel that tailback back there, and he's got to have confidence he's going to be there so he can make the pitch.
Enough for the first down, though. So first down at 10 from the 35-yard line. Colonels moving again. This drive started back at the 20 after a penalty. Look at Sun right up the middle, and Josh Sun in a foot race. Caught at the 25-yard line. Hadley Prince finally caught up to him. He, along with Keith Smith.
John Paul Jones, you see there, it's the read. He takes the fullback, and there goes your quarterback in the hole. You take the fullback. It's the monkey in the middle thing I was talking about. At that time, Josh Sun runs right off of his fullback. Watch this. Watch the hole open up there. And good read that time by Sun getting into the open area. And a big play here for the Colonels.
Come in to play quarterback, a guy who played very well a week ago. He's a sophomore, transferred from Arkansas State. Hails from Houston, Texas, but still attending quarterback Josh Sun.
Yeah, I talked to Jeff Richards, the offense coordinator, before the football game, Kevin, and very complimentary of Josh Sun and his toughness and how well he's played this year. And 6'2" of them to carry him off, and he's going all the way to the bench. I'm watching him here as he comes to the sideline, and Josh Sun's going right to the training table.
They'll hand the keys of the car to James Morales. That's the situation Colonels are in right now. Morales thrown into the fire against one of the best defenses in the country. Great downfield blocking. Morales holds on to it. Gets inside the 20.
You need to pitch that ball, but I tell you, the quarterback come in and run his first play. He may not be wanting to pitch the ball. He's got David Plaisance on the corner for the pitch here, but James Morales takes it up inside. And you can't say a bad thing about a play that picks up 5 or 6 yards on first down, but he had the corner. Watch the pitch relationship here he's got there. He could have pitched it out to Plaisance, and it was a touchdown.
Second down, 5. And down to the 11-yard line.
Morales carries to the 12-yard
James
line.
Morales.
Down.
Morales running through the area there, and Hadley Prince making the tackle just on his back, though, making a play. You're going to see here at the end, Morales going to read down the line option, read there, and watch number 9. Prince gets blocked, and actually his legs are what causes the tackle here. Morales gets kicked as we take a look at Josh Sun on the training table.
Again up the middle, touchdown Morales.
Run 12 yards out, James Morales scores.
Well, 3 times they've run this play, Kevin. 3 times they've run it exceptionally well. Big plays, 2 for touchdowns, and now this one here for the second touchdown of the day. Running that midline option, you leave that defensive lineman unblocked, you bring your fullback in there, and if your down lineman takes him, you go right behind. And Morales getting a good score here for the Colonels.
Didn't matter who's running the show. The show's running the defense right now as they are, Nicholls State fighting a way to get it done. Well, they have been dominant on 2 drives. And just like that, we're just a little more than halfway through the first quarter of play. It's great defense for the Cowboys. Looking like Swiss cheese early on because it's 14-3 Colonels. Well, the offensive coordinator, Jeff Richards, has to be extremely pleased with the way that this has gone so far. Speaking with him before the game, had a little twinkle in his eye, like maybe he knew something that no one else did. And so far, his team has put together 2 6-play drives. This one goes 79 yards as James Morales goes in from 12 yards out, the backup quarterback, and it is 14-3. Now to the 20-yard line goes Jermaine Martin. This is a very fired-up Colonel football team right now.
Playing inspired football, coming in here, playing the #1 team in the country, the team that has already won the Southland Conference Championship. This team, the Nicholls State Colonels, Kevin, is playing for an opportunity to play postseason football. They feel like if they win today and beat this team and go 8-3 on the season, that they'll have a chance. They'll get selected to play in the 1AA playoff system, and the Colonels, hoping to get that accomplished today. Another big game going on today up the road. Stephen F. Austin, at Stephen F. Austin Northwestern State there, who's currently in 2nd place in the conference, looking to get a win there and hopefully get into the playoffs themselves.
Scott Pendarvis calling the signals from the 20-yard line, pitches back. Dick King, leading rusher in the conference, goes ahead for 5 and pays for it at the end of the play. Mr. McGee. King again, up the middle. Short of the first down.
Block of Luke Lawton. Take a look here. These 2 guys are going to bang into each other all day. Bingo, right there in the hole. And how that linebacker meets on that block, you see the extra push there at the end. Those 2 are going to hit hats a lot today, Kevin. Should be fun to watch.
They hit hats and had some words afterwards as well. 3rd down, 2 yards to go for the first. The 30 is the line to make. Little misdirection. Nice move by Kim. Has the first down out to the 35-yard line, but a penalty marker comes down at the 31.
Yeah, maybe a late face mask or something there.
During the run, holding on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, third down.
The speed pitch, Kevin, looked like it's going to be a big play for McNeese State, but I think Michael Young did a decent job for the Colonels, kind of holding his own. He didn't make the tackle, but he slowed him down, and later on in the plays where the holding penalty occurred,
He did a nice job of just making something at all out of that. He could have very well lost 3-4 yards. So it breaks it up and backs it up to a 3rd down and 8. We count down under 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Scott Pendarvis, time to throw, does, complete to B.J. Sams.
Throws it downhill, down low, and the ball's going to come up right to his shoulder pads. Good job of getting down underneath, good body control as he's being hit.
An almost impossible play to defend against on a quick slant like that. Pendarvis, quick toss. That's a short hop, incomplete. Again, B.J. Sams, the intended receiver.
Watch the angle he throws the ball. Is it a lateral? Is it the line? Looks like he might be going forward a little bit, but sometimes when they kind of go back in this area, watch out. Does that be a little flea flicker involved?
King up the middle. The defense is there, though. And another 3rd down coming up. A 3rd down and long. Penn Morris, guys up front did their job. Penn Morris, the strong side linebacker, stepped up. Former free safety, a big hitter on this team.
Well, these defensive linemen here for the Colonels up front. Gonna roll a few people in there. You have 96 Phil Robin in there, and Michael Peck and Burnell Taylor. These guys up front have to do a good job taking away that running game inside.
Good protection over the middle, complete. Jermaine Martin
has the record in receptions and yardage, and small of stature, Kevin, but I tell you, this young man plays only 5'6", about 147.
They said he was too small really to be recruited by anyone. Here's B.J. Sams on the reverse. Sams with room to run. Down to the 15-yard line.
He's going to come around here and make the play, but I tell you, watch what's most impressive on this play defensively for Nicholls State. You're going to have your defensive lineman number 78, Burnell Taylor, come all the way down the line here and make a tackle. You never know when you're going to have to make a play, and Burnell Taylor does that and saves the touchdown for the Colonels.
He's 6'2", 285 pounds, and was there to make the play, but not before a gain of 39 yards. First down and 10. Lawton up the middle, and Lawton just across the 15-yard line to the 14.
Undefeated big conference play this year, Kevin. The only loss on their blemish on their record is one heck of a football team. That's the Nebraska Cornhuskers. They went to Lincoln, and they actually played pretty well in that football game. Coming in here, leading this, leading the nation overall, #1 in the country, and already won the Southern Conference outright.
2nd down, 9 after the gain of 1. Here's Martin to the 5-yard line and very close to another first down.
The ball to Martin on the end around. The flea going to make a nice play for you. He's got speed. He's a 4'4", 40 guy. A lot of guys. You saw B.J. Sams with his speed.
Lawton untouched.
Great cut here. Watch Lawton cut backside. You have all this angle here. See the lane he's going to run through? No one even in there. The aggressiveness of the defense plays to the advantage of the cutback play.
John Marino for the point after. And he is good. We haven't played a quarter of football. We've already got a 14-10 ball game. The #1 team in the nation with its hands full. But answering back is #17 team in the country leads this one by 4.
Yeah, you're going to have to do better than that inside. You can't let that fullback run.
Lon Walker, #2 man in the conference in kickoff returns at 27 per. He's already had a 40-plus yarder today. Walker from the 4. Room to run, needs a block. And again, after the 43-yard line.
One who does a good job in special teams for the Colonels. And you see here, Lawan Walker going to get a benefit. Walker, I mean, right here, David Plaisance just kind of cleans the corner here, and that's what happens on this play. Allows it to be a big return for the Colonels. Hey, they're knocking again, Kevin. Got good field position at their 44-yard line.
Well, he took Berlin Williams out of the play.
Colonel offense.
Yeah, to put that in perspective, think about 10 games. They've given up 31 points. Today, they've already given up 14, and we still got 2:13 left
well,
in the
and
first
also
quarter.
defensively, this is going to be a physical contest, and the team that's going to come out and win in this game is that's just physical play.
Well, you're not kidding. Hadley Prince, he's 5'9", 205. He came up and hit Rudy August, who's 5'11", 205.
Hadley Prince is one of those tough guys. You know, he has a rodeo background, has all that good story about him. That young man comes up and makes plays, and he's a tough one for sure.
Morales calling the signals in for the injured Josh Sun. Execution on the offensive end is night and day from what we saw that night.
They are really crisp. Had the extra week to prepare. They were off last week. They've been able to prepare for this Cowboy defense, and looks like they've got a pretty good plan.
That one blew up from the start. B.J. McNutt, a four-year starter.
Played up front. The senior just follow down the line of scrimmage and make a play in the backfield. Good speed. If you don't block him, go ahead and make the play. That young man does exactly what he needs to do. Came out of the football game. Looked like they were tending to his ribs on the sideline, so maybe he's not going to be able to go back in his game. I see him walking on the sideline there with the offensive group, but right now James Morales is having to answer on this football team.
Look at Josh Sun.
He's up on his feet. You know, last time we saw him, he was on the training table with ice there, and you know they were working on that area right there, right on his left rib cage, and hopefully he just landed on the football and hopefully we have a chance to get back in there.
This is Yale Vanoy, who's come in at quarterback. Yale Vanoy, a redshirt freshman from Kingsville, Texas. Taking his first snap. They roll and run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Roderick Royal got there first, and Cedric Lars knocked him out.
Who won the battle, though? I'm not sure Roderick Royal won that battle. That quarterback lowered his shoulder around the corner. Hey, look, here's number 52 is going to track him, go to the outside, and bingo here. Watch this. He fakes it, but he runs right through Rod Royal. Tough quarterback.
That's what they said about Yale Vanoy in our meetings. He says, watch Vanoy. He'll run guys over. Tried to do it right there, so it's punt time to Nicholls State. So for the first time today, we've got less than a minute to go in the first quarter. And for the first time today, a team is going to punt the football away. Jermaine Martin back deep. And Manley, the left footer, boots it away. Short kick. And a good run to the 29-yard line. 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Actually, I'm not sure that's a bad play at all on the punt. You know, we know he didn't hit the ball the way he wanted to.
You get the first down and 10 from the 29. Up the middle. Vic King and King out across the 40-yard line to the 41. Count him off at a gain of 12 yards.
I'm going to see these speed sweep coming this way, but they hand it off inside, and Vic King makes a nice break. Defense is adjusting over to the left, and he gets in behind him for a nice gain.
First time he's really broken out today. First and 10, final play of the first quarter. King again breaking it outside, out near the 50-yard line to the 48. Short of a first down on the final play of what has been a very entertaining first quarter of football. The #1 team in the nation, the McNeese State Cowboys, trailing number 17 Nicholls, 14-10. The second quarter is next.
Today.
King up the middle, and King down to the 49-yard line. Ben Darvis comes corner blitz, throws over the middle, complete. Jeff Hamilton, his third catch of the day, 16th reception of the season. And
zone coverage here. Going to work up the field and come across here, get in between the linebackers, and the quarterback throws a strike. And Hamilton, Sean's got pretty good hands and agility to catch that football.
Just underway here in the second quarter. King, misdirection, A lot of white jerseys in the backfield, and he will lose 3.
Might make a play off the edge, and the Colonels did on that play.
Draw play. King, nothing doing. But right back to the line of scrimmage, and Philip Robbins was there waiting for him.
That's exactly how both teams are coming into this game. You see him get off the tackle, off the blocker, and make the tackle.
Then Darvis from the shotgun on 3rd down and 12. Penalty markers go down.
Prior to the snap.
False start.
Ball start on the offense. 5 yards. Remains 3rd down.
McNeese has been great on 3rd down by Eastern Washington. They were number 2, and to give you an idea of how good they are, they went on the road to face the number 3 team in the country last week and won that game 27-3.
And beat Northwestern State up in Natchitoches. That's one heck of a football game.
Yeah, if you're wearing the blue and gold. Going up top for Martin, incomplete. The marker comes down.
Well, Jermaine Martin with a good speed on the outside here, just running what you call a fly pattern. Young man's going to get behind the secondary here and take a look and see if there's any extracurricular activity. That's Chris Thompson, the junior cornerback, in coverage on him. He's a great athlete himself, and he's running, watching the football, and I don't know.
Boy, that looked like good coverage.
That looked like really good coverage to me. I'm not sure that there's a penalty on that play. If anything, it might be against Jermaine Martin.
Yeah, I agree.
Pass interference. On the offense.
There you go. That's a good call. That's an outstanding call. Lake Charles, Louisiana. Here at Cowboy Stadium, the number 1 team in the nation, finding themselves down and punting time today. David Plaisance back deep. Jason Cook, a 36-yard average to kick it. On the bounce.
Heck of a bounce.
You got that right. Down to the 5-yard line. That is where it will roll dead.
Going back into the football game, number 5, who was injured. Hey, this offense has done a good job here. Colt Coletti, you see on the offense, the midline option has worked well. Give it off to the fullback inside. Now to let Morales follow behind him. This play is executed very well, but McNeese has answered back Kevin on a couple of drives. You see Lawton there for the score.
Josh Suggs back out. After a 40-yard run, was hit in the midsection, sat out a couple of series. And here he goes from the 5-yard line. Philip Brock. A gain of 4 after the
McNeese there running the football very well. Watch the blue shirt just track the football. Think he's got the corner one? No. He got good speed defensively, and a lot of blue shirts show up.
Oh, it's 2nd down from the 8-yard line. One thing about the option, too, if you're a running back, you better deliver the blow because everybody coming at you's got a running head start.
You got a spread formation here offensively.
Son.
Front. You can't block him right there. He's just going to scrape down and make a tackle here. Keeps a beat on that quarterback and nowhere to pitch to. Hadley French is tracking him also, and B.J. McNutt making a nice play.
3rd down and 6. Need to get the ball out to the 15-yard line.
Now, I think the thing here to be smart. Don't do anything foolish. Sometimes you're going to have to punt in this situation, and that's not a bad thing to do. Don't do anything smart here and give the Cowboys back the football.
Son rolling the pocket downfield, throws it away. Smart play by Josh Son. 5-yard penalty will back it up inside the 5-yard line. Well, Nicholls State has had their fair share of those today.
Well, they moved from the blue area now to the edge of the green area, which is the painting in the. You see where his feet are lined up. Now here's the blue area. That's where he was. Now he's going to be back here in the green area. That's what happened on that penalty.
Well, the help you can get in the shadow of your own goalpost. Literally in the shadow of his own goalpost. Play for the return. Low end over end kick. Martin takes it.
Lots of room.
All things considered, that was outstanding coverage. Brian Carteret comes in at quarterback.
And this is by design, Kevin. They get him in the football game almost exclusively in the first series of the second quarter. This is not anything to be sliding for Scott Pendarvis.
There's Jacob Prim. And Prim, well, he is an absolute load. We're looking at him. Corcoran from right here in Lake Charles. He'll hand it to the big fullback, Andrew Roban.
Andrew Roban carries for
Roban down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Ryan Corcoran would have played last week, but he didn't. He had coming off a little ankle injury, but he's back, able to play today, and they did expect him to get him in this football game. Kind of gives a quarterback a chance to sideline, which is out there on the field.
Yeah, they'll play 10 offensive linemen as well. Roban has the first down as he hurdles inside the 20-yard line to the 19. Corcoran throws this one complete. Hamilton, what a game this guy's had. Jeff Hamilton, his 4th catch of the afternoon. The guy who came in here with just 13 receptions. Lee Rogers there on the coverage.
Hey, why not have a breakout game here, last game of the year at home. Big young tight end, going to watch him come across the line back behind the limit line of scrimmage there and make a nice grab. The ball's thrown up high and makes a nice catch. Quarterback here, Corcoran, throwing his first ball. He gets hit also, and happy to have that one completed.
Guy was second-team all-conference a year ago and having an all-conference day today. Down to the 5-yard line goes Jacob Prim. Trickery in this offense right now, at least on this drive. Touchdown. For the first time today, the Cowboys are on top.
Takes over. They'll see the line here pull and didn't win the corner, and Jacob Prim just running downhill, barely touches. He goes into the end zone for the score.
Marino for the point after. He is good. And the Cowboys come roaring back from trailing at 1 point, 14-3. It's a new ball game. 17-14 Cowboys. As you would expect from a couple of teams amongst the best in the country. Number 17, Nicholls State, coming in here 7-3 against the number 1 team. Walker up the middle. Walker with 1 man to beat, and he's down at the 32-yard line. How about Lawan Walker? Berlin Williams finally stops the touchdown. A 68-yard kickoff return.
The Cowboys last drive setting up on their own 30-yard line, the Colonel's 30-yard line with that 30-yard drive, and now the kickoff is going to allow them, the Colonels, get right back into this game. They're going to set up at the 32-yard line of the Cowboys. And great effort that time by Williams coming from the backside to stop him. Otherwise, it's an easy score here. Great job. You see the wedge, and things open up very nicely for him to run inside, and he just puts a nice move on the kicker, and he's not going to make the tackle. But Williams, as you said, Kevin, excellent play from the backside.
Josh Sun calling the signal. Felder on the misdirection. Felder fighting away from would-be tacklers and fights down to the 24-yard line. And while that's going to go down in the books as a gain of 3 yards, it could very well have been a loss of 2. Chili Fairchild, finally, a Shield Fairchild, I should say, makes the tackle. But what a run by Felder.
Felder's got that kind of a body structure where he's kind of short in height, but I tell you, strong in body. His lower body is strong. You can't wrap up low. You have to get him high and hang on to him. That young man's got a good center of gravity and moves forward for a pretty good little game.
Sun to the 20-yard line has the first down. He is a magician with this offense.
Watch him fake the handoff, pull it, come around, and go right in behind him. And good execution that time. And that back on the backside is just kicking out the defensive end. So it's a well-designed play here offensively. They've been running very well today.
Coletti, the single setback. First down and 10. Sun. faked the pitch and gets inside the 15-yard line to the 19. Gerald Zeno made the tackle, but not before another outstanding job of reading this option and executing it by Josh Sun.
Well, his pitch option here is going to come off of number 9, Hadley Prince, for the Cowboy defense. Watch him here. He's going to fake the pitch and go inside and spin away from Hadley Prince. A little bit outside leverage that time. Couldn't make the tackle. Josh Sun with a nice game.
And Hadley Prince is not a guy that misses very many tackles. Sun was able to spin away from him that time. From the 15, second down and 4. Middle on the trap, it's Felder, and Felder back to the line of scrimmage.
No football, you're going to guess and possibly guess wrong.
Huge play on what they want to be an answer drive. Third down and 4. Sun on the option, pitches it. Inside the 5 is Travis Felder, down to the 4-yard line. Hadley Prince able to knock him down there.
Nice block that time by Isaiah Mitchell, number 35 for the Colonels on the outside as Josh Sun pitches the ball back to Felder. Watch it down the line option. He pulls it here, got the pitch, and watch the block coming out right there. Does a good job and allows him to get to the first down.
Wide receivers, they don't have to decleat anyone. They just have to get in the way long enough.
Yeah, just get in the way enough so he can get around the corner, and that's exactly what happened there. And Felder slips a little bit, thinking he might be able to make a cut back and get more yardage.
First down goal from the 4. Colonels trying to go back on top.
A little bit of room.
Son pitches to Felder, cuts it back, touchdown Colonels. How about that? Number 1 team in the nation scores 14 unanswered points, and Nicholls State comes back on the ensuing drive. A huge kickoff return, and they're able to take it in for 6.
2 special team plays set up drives for both McNeese on their last possession on the punt down to the 30-yard line, and here on the kickoff return, getting the Colonels offense going on the 32-yard line. Travis Felder finishes with a score.
Point after to make it a 4-point game. Huge PAT here. Wilcox with a low line drive. Effective as it was. Another look, Travis Felder going in for 6th touchdown of the season.
Well, watch number 5 here. He reads, he's got someone in his face, Travis Felder with the speed. He has a choice to go out to the outside. He says, nope, shorter to the end zone here, just cut it right up. Smart play, and it's a good job of getting in the end zone. And Darrell Day, hey, too confident. Don't tell him we're ahead. We're just going to keep this quiet. Get in the end zone, and Darrell Day, hey, too confident. Don't tell him we're ahead.
Lawad Walker, the player of this game for Nicholls State, a couple of huge kickoff returns. That's really been the difference. Once you get the short field, you still have to execute. But boy, made life a lot more livable right now for Darrell Day's ball club. That was his 32-yard drive. They've had a 56-yard drive in this ball game.
Well, I'll tell you, Tommy Tate and this football team here at McNeese State, they've had a lot of success, Kevin. Since 1991, McNeese has been in the 1AA playoffs 9 times. They've won the conference 5 times in that time period, and also come up second 4 times, and only 2 times in the last 11 years they haven't been in the playoffs. So this is a seasoned veteran team here at McNeese, and Tommy Tate's got a good bunch. They know how to play. They know how to play ahead. It'll be interesting to see how well they play here now the rest of this football game.
Marcus Trahan. Trahan turns the corner after the 30-yard line to the 35 and run out of bounds at the 37. Another good field position situation. And Darvis back in. Set up the screen. Complete to Martin. Martin with a lot of room to run. And Martin knocked off his pins at the 42-yard line
here. Pendarvis going to look to the right, but flip it out there to the flea, and he's going to take it down the sideline here. David Willis going to make a nice play, just coming and just getting a hold of him there. Otherwise, he's got the sideline and the touchdown.
Still picks up 23 yards, sets up a first down 10 from the 45-yard in Colonel territory. Luke Lawton, the fullback, right up the middle. Keep you honest, defense type of a play. Verdell Taylor among the silver jerseys getting up off the bottom of the pile.
And then they get back down to their physical work.
That hasn't been anything fancy. Very effective. Jeff Hamilton, the big tight end, he's been the best target of the day. They throw this one complete to Marcus Trahan. And Trahan to the 35-yard line. And Darvish throws this one to Martin at the 15-yard line, and Martin knocked down there, but not before another first down on this Cowboy team.
Scott Pendarvish throws this football before Martin even makes a cut. This is play action pass, but they know where they're going. You see there, Martin did not even make the cut, but Pendarvish threw the ball. He knew exactly where his receiver's going to be. This is excellent timing, good execution by the offense, and Martin makes a nice grab at Pendarvish, throwing the ball, knowing that his receiver's going to turn, be at that right spot.
Third catch of the day. Trahan near another first
Take a look
down.
here inside. Trahan's going to try to run it inside, but he says, no, I got to bounce it out. Everything's ganged up in there, and make it a nice play around the corner.
Lee Rogers with the tackle. Looked like a completely the same play in which Lawton scored in
Take
the
a look
first
here. Going to
quarter.
turn around and give it to the fullback, and he cut back door and make a nice cut again. 2 touchdowns on the day for the fullback.
Fox Sports Bet. What a game we've had in this one today. 2:27 to go. Cowboys lead Nicholls State 23-21. Nicholls playing for its postseason lives. McNeese State trying to go into the postseason as the #1 seed and #1 team in the nation. Now keep it away from Lawan Walker. Walker wisely takes a knee. You don't want to get greedy, and I don't think he did. That's kind of a situation there where he didn't. But from the 20-yard line. Well, it's a long field to work with the way things have gone today. And there was a mix-up between Coletti and Josh Sun. Oh, let's see.
Busted play. Look, you're going to hand off.
No, that was a busted
banged
play.
right inside there.
A second down and 11. They lose a yard on the play. From the 19. And Coletti up the middle, and they stop. Coming into this with 7-3. 3-2 in conference play. 4-1 is Daryl Day's team on the road. And this is not just a football coach. This is a talent. He's a Renaissance man.
He really is. You know, he plays 5 musical instruments: guitar, the sax, the fiddle, the piano, the harmonica. Gonna play a little music on the sideline here if need be. Got his own little passions, but he really loves football, no doubt about that. He actually had some music published.
Okay. Yep, with the songwriter.
What a pitch by Josh.
Wow, look at Brock. And Brock out to the 49-yard line, folks. That was all Josh Sun.
This is a right-handed pitch coming to his left. He is wrapped up, and he gets the ball to his right hand, throws it back. This is one heck of a pitch. Take a look down the line of scrimmage. He's going to be wrapped up here on the outside, and watch his right hand. He pitches it back to Philip Brock, who's coming around the corner, and this is a big play here for the Colonels. Now they have an opportunity to keep this offense going with about 1 minute and 22 seconds left on the clock.
Stepped out of bounds, stops the clock. Exactly 1 minute 22. First down and 10.
Jeff Richards has been kind of pulling in the reins on this drive, but he may change his thinking here, trying to make some plays here. They still got their timeouts as well.
Coletti up the middle, fighting his way out to the 49-yard line. Just a couple on the road.
Yeah,
Sun, the throw, going deep. And Isaiah Mitchell off his fingertips.
I'm not sure either one of those guys could actually see that ball, throwing it right into the sun that time, and the sun is coming right in that corner of that end zone. And I've been seeing guys shield their eyes out there, so I'm sure it's difficult. You take a look here on the play-action pass. When they throw the ball play-action pass, they like to throw it deep, and you can see the shadows there coming back, and that's looking right into the sun. That would have been a heck of a football catch.
Now that looked like two guys that really didn't know where the ball was for a while, because neither one of them quite slowed down, and it looked like Sun threw it, but they couldn't see it. That's why they slowed down. Well, this is a 3rd down and 7. Sun will go down.
Yeah, he saw the big guy, John Paul Jones, a chance to win the national championship Division I AA football. Lost 10-9. I'm sure the Cowboys were happy to win that football game earlier this year.
For punt time. Fair catch by Martin. Takes it at the 20-yard line with 13, making 12. So he knew his team was going to be battling today. Said he loves the way Darrell Day's teams play from the standpoint of how hard they play. Fly to the football. It's the only way you know Darrell Day is going to have his players go about business. Same thing could be said about the aggressive nature way this McNeese State team plays as well.
You're going to do the smart thing here and don't do anything foolish. Just going to take a knee and let the clock expire.
And Darvis does just that. What a first half we have had. Cowboys trailed 14-3. Came back to take the lead 17-14. Nicholls State came back on top, and just like that, the Cowboys have answered 23-21 at halftime. We're going to take a break. We'll take you back to our studios, find out what's going on around the world of college football with Bill Jones.
Juan Walker doing a great job running the football back. Travis Felder getting into the act. He had 3 returns for 151 yards there. A lot of things going well in the kick return game there for Nicholls State, but both teams in this football game, just a 2-point difference here, and McNeese going to get the football first here to start the second half.
Juan Walker with 2 40-yard returns. McNeese, the #1 special teams in the nation when it comes to running back kicks, but today it's been the Colonels stealing the show. Here's Trahan from the 12-yard line. And Trahan out to the 25, to the 26-yard line, and a late penalty marker comes in. It's going to move it all the way back out to about the 41-yard line because it's a late hit and an ill-advised personal foul against the Colonels.
You don't want to come out.
After the play, personal foul on the kicking team, 15 yards.
You don't want to take your aggressiveness and give it to making an advantage to the other team.
And that is that Josh Sun?
My goodness, didn't know that happened. That's catching us by surprise. Josh Sun, we knew he had an injury perhaps to his midsection, but now it looks like he's on crutches and probably done for the day.
Got his right knee iced down. Ben Darvis back to action, hands off to Vic King. Penalty marker flies
That's
in.
a big blow here for this offense.
During the run, holding on the offense, 10 yards, repeat, first down.
James Roden guilty of the infraction. Ben Darvis caught in the flat. Sams after the 45-yard line.
This is going to pop up and throw it outside quickly. It's one man going to block. You see Broadhead number 4 get the block, and they get the corner in a pretty good play here.
B.J. Sams, second catch for the day, 26th catch of the season. Ben Darvis' numbers outstanding, 10 of 13, 149. Like we said, very efficient. David Willis stepping up to make that play on the running play. Ben Darvis from the gun, over the middle, throws complete, short of the first down. Boy, did B.J. Sams pay the price as David Willis was there to level it.
I think that might have been Lee Rogers, number 20, coming back there and knocking him out pretty good. Big senior, big hitter from the secondary comes up. Watch him as you go here. You're going to see him go forward and they can make a big hit here. See the ball come across and Lee Rogers lays the wood on him. A good job of hanging on to the football for the Cowboys and trying to get the first down. Rogers going to bring up 4th and short, just short of the first down. So Lee Rogers making that tackle stop from short, and the Cowboys going to have to punt. Just picked up about 2, maybe 3 yards on that play.
David Plaisance back deep. Very dangerous return man. We've seen him take one back for a touchdown already this year. Line drive kick and maybe a little too much. Got too much leg into it. A 51-yard punt, but a 31-yard net.
Here too, huh?
Long way. B.J. Sams. And Sams goes ahead. David Willis with a very nice job, an open field tackle, and a man that is not easy to bring down in the open field.
But in your field position, so when you have opportunity with field position like that, you're going to have a chance to make plays. Take a look at Willis on the outside on the tackle. Good open field tackle, as you said.
Ben Darvis wants to throw. Ball tipped up in the air, caught. King came down with it at the 45-yard line. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage.
I think John Paul Jones, number 91, is going to get his hand on it and tip it up in the air. You're going to see here, watch the play. You're going to throw the ball, and number 91 pulls it up. There you go, and tips that ball. And it's still going to be a completion, though.
Michael Young, I think, got the hand on it.
Was it Michael Young?
91, Michael Young, yep.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's 3rd down and 7 after all is said and done. Darvis got away from one man, in trouble. And he will go down back to the 39-yard line. Well, Big Vernell Taylor, I think, finally finished him off. And that's the case. It's his 7th sack of the season. That's a lot of help.
Michael Young, 2 plays in a row, Kevin. We got that force him to move backwards, and that's a good situation. Now going to force the Cowboys to punt. Take a look on the end of the play here. His persistence here, when you got a quarterback running for his life. There's Michael Young making the play. Whoa, block.
DeJuan Walker got to it. And Walker down at the 40-yard line. LaVincio Brown blocked the punt. DeJuan Walker picked it up, and great field position once again made possible by the special teams of Nicholls State.
Got a late flag, though, at the end of the play, Kevin. It's going to be offsides in the defense, and it's going to be negated. This big play in the game is going to go for naught. You're going to have a penalty here against the Colonels, and they're going to have to punt it again. Daryl Day's not happy about that. Calling an offsides penalty here in this situation.
Offside on the D. 5 yards. Replay 4th.
Wow, big play here. This is one turn change momentum in a football game. And
well, I don't know what Daryl Day said, but you know he runs at a high rate of speed. But
well, let's take a look here at the line of scrimmage. Maybe he's seeing this guy up here inside the neutral zone that he might have lined up. But LaVincio Brown's going to come right in here and block it right on the spot and does a good job of that. And then you talked about DeJuan Walker making the play, but all for naught. And Daryl Day's just got to look at it and be upset about that.
Will they try it again? That's a high snap. Play Sons. The play Sons hog-tied at the 23-yard line. So what might have been for Nicholls State, that man's team very much in this ballgame. You're going to throw a flag unless you saw it lined up. That's exactly right. That was on a block punt, or what negated a block punt. Yale Vanoy has come in at quarterback. And Vanoy out to the 28-yard line, where Ryan Garrison, the junior from Franklin, Louisiana, there to make the tackle. A guy that a true NFL prospect, one they really do like.
This pull the trigger on this guy on this option attack, and do a good job there on that last play with the follow on the midline option.
Nicholls State went to the playoffs in 1986 and again in 1996. Trying to do it again here in 2002. Vanoy, straight drop the throw. Throws over the middle, had a man open and overshot Isaiah Mitchell, who had a step on the defender.
You're going to see the tight end come across here in front of him here. He's going to try to get it to him, but he's not going to be open. So he throws the ball down to his deep receiver, and ball just overthrown, as you said, Kevin.
I think Keith Smith may have been playing a little possum. He wasn't. I said that Mitchell had a step on him. I'm not sure if he did. Smith may have stepping back a little bit, kind of decoying Vanoy to throw that ball.
Third manageable situation here. This offense has a chance to convert, just run the football.
3rd down 4. Colonels with the ball. 1st down out to the 34-yard line.
Coming around him and following. Take a look here. You can see the hand pulled out, bring it right around the corner. And you have your other back kick out the defensive end. That's a well-designed play, and they've executed very well today, Kevin.
Down and 10. There for Colt Coletti as he ran into B.J. Nutt. B.J. did a good job. Misdirection on the action. Defended well. Plenty of blue jerseys. The man who was there first was the coordinator on this team. Said last year that throwing for over 200 yards against the McNeese State defense. He said the only reason we did that is that's what they gave us. That's what they gave us. And we're going to take what they're going to give us. Not giving a whole lot today. At least not here in the second half. Van throws. Incomplete. And a late penalty marker comes in.
After the play, personal foul on the defense. 15 yards, automatic, first down.
Was it Garrison?
I think words after. Maybe Gerald Zeno. He was the most animated down there and really surprised about that number 94 for the Cowboys on defense. Not real happy about that play. This obviously is a big play here, though, for the Colonels. They'll have a chance to get going again.
Here in the third quarter, 4 minutes, 36 seconds to play. Neither team has scored here in the second half. 23-21. Cowboys #1 in the country. The Colonels #17. Vanoy again. Vanoy, well, not a whole lot there. Takes it up for a gain of a couple.
Plays on the outside here. The wide receivers are just cut block. The defensive linemen, the defensive backs are hitting. You see the pile inside. A lot of physical play here. A lot of aggressiveness here. The Colonels obviously win this game today. They think they're going to have a chance to get into the playoff system.
Coletti up the middle. Colt Coletti. Good gain inside Cowboy territory to the 47-yard line where Keith Smith was there to make the tackle. But this, once again, the situation that, well, any offense,
moving the ball well with your offense, as long as you don't cause yourself to have turnovers, and you can go here on, you don't get 1 or 2 yards, you need to do it on 4th down. I think they've got that much confidence the way this offense is clicking.
Well, it's 3rd down and 3. And it's going to be 4th down and even more than that.
Asking the punt team to go out there. The penetration here, and then a good tackle by Royal, stepping up and making the tackle inside the hole. That's that lead option again. Midline option, and quarterback pulls it, tries to run inside. They finally put a linebacker in the hole to make the play.
B.J. Sams goes back deep to run back the punt. John Manley standing at the 38. He'll punt it away. This one dead at the 1-yard line. Or did it?
Call it a touchback.
That was so very close. The ball hit at the 2. Looked like it bounced straight up in the air, but it goes into the end zone on the touchback. Colonel's special teams have been special today. Look at this, how close.
Watch his feet. Does he make contact? It's across the end line. In college football, it's where the football is and not where the player is. So if the football crosses the line, it's going to be a touchback, and you have the line judge right back here who's right there to make the call.
Well, they bring it out to the 20-yard line. Where McNeese State goes to work. Right up the middle, Luke Lawton, a junior from Lafayette. 6 yards a carry, better than 6 yards a carry. He's been an offensive guard and a fullback uniform. Talk about how talented he is, now really has great hands. He's short of 1st down.
Pop it up in there for good yardage.
Philip Robin with the tackle. Colonels led this game 14-3 at one point. 17 unanswered by McNeese. It's gone back and forth ever since. 23-21, Cowboys lead it. Lawton has the 1st down on a 3rd down and inches. Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Pendarvis going up top. Incomplete. There it is.
And that sun's looking right down right here. And these players are seeing it across the field. That's the Cowboy club up here.
Pendarvis has set up the screen. Lawton breaks away. Midfield and inside Colonel territory.
You see Dwight Huller come out here and make this block. Watch him here and he'll lay his body out. Just throw it down there. Don't hit anybody, but he goes right between them a lot. It does.
He got in the way.
He got in the way, and he did it. It was effective nonetheless.
Big King. Big King to the 45-yard line. Picked up 3 of what should be the final play of the third quarter. A scoreless third quarter. And the Cowboys lead it 23-21.
Well, that's a bus. They're eating some good stuff.
They're cooking it up, getting ready for after the game. There's a big crowd inside. Vic King up the middle. Vic King near a first down. On a 2nd down and 7. He was very close to the first. I believe he got a decision maker. He won't beat you, that's for sure. Vic King right up the middle, and right there to meet him is David Willis, but that was a pickup of a couple yards.
Sometimes it's in their advantage.
Pendarvis, open man. Hamilton again, and Hamilton knocked down, hammered down to the 20-yard line, but not before another big gain.
Good catch today. And watch this hit here on the outside. Torian Thomas going to come over the top and get a good shot on him, and crunches him pretty good. And Thomas came up limping, and
I think Hamilton's still down as well.
Hamilton is down there.
But Jeff Hamilton has a great day going for him today. Senior from nearby here in Westlake, Louisiana.
He fell on him kind of like he crunched his shoulders
from the
together.
20-yard line. Lawton up the middle, spinning off one, but won't spin off another. The big man got there first.
Contact up front there. Look at the pounding. Other guys are hitting hard. Bingo. You know, Lawton rolls in there, thinks he's going to come around the corner and get something else, but Lester McGee answers. And we talked about 44 on 44. Guys leading on the ISO play, and Lester hitting up on Luke. L on L, 44 on 44.
Play action. Pendarvis wants to throw it, threw it away.
On the offense, 15 yards from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
When was the last time you saw it clicking kind of?
Well, you see it a lot in the kicking game.
Sands around the corner. And waiting for him there was Chris Thompson. And Thompson again. Samms is a couple of times
he has
in this game.
the wiggle at the end of the play here when B.J. Samms gets out here. Going to fake the defense a little bit here, and they just don't bite on him. That young man's got some speed and talent. They want to put the ball in his hands for sure.
Well, he set a McNeese record earlier this season, get hampered by a hamstring injury. Pendarvis, throwback screen. Hamilton to the 20. Has the first down, fighting his way to the 17-yard line.
Fake to the right side, throw it back. It's a throwback screen, and take a look here. He's going to have blockers out in front. And this is a good job of wrapping up there and getting to the ground and just work after the catch.
Beg your pardon, it's short of the first down. The wrong marker there. So
I told you Hamilton would be back in the game. Look at them, they're trying to run over people too.
The 35-yard attempt. And he is good. So still a one-possession game. But the Cowboys lead it by 5, 26-21. And LaJuan Walker back deep. Squib kick and some. Could be
surprised.
Great field position. Still 35 after the 37-yard line.
LaJuan Walker put him 151 yards in the first half on kickoff return. Smartly, they do a squib kick to take it out of his hands.
Ryan Carter, though, did a nice job bringing it ahead.
It's like Kevin Nicholls is just kind of slowing the pace down. Early in this football game, they were just clicking that offense, and looks like things aren't going as well for them, and they haven't gotten the sync they need to here in the second half.
Vanoy across the 40 out to the 42-yard line. Nice
McNeese, for Nicholls. Their quarterback Josh Sun. Sun come out at the second half, and he's got a ice on his knee, and Yale Vanoy is in the game now, and also we've seen James Morales at the helm for the Colonels. Run this triple option attack.
2nd down and 5. Paletti right up the middle, and a 3rd down situation is coming because there was absolutely nothing there.
Game, able to make yardage inside. What happens then is you gang up in there and you win on the corner, but it looks like the Cowboys have got a pretty good rhythm on defense making some plays.
Well, 3rd down and 4. Vanoy calling the signal. Play action. Pressure, throws, incomplete. But
forced it is going to be the hold against them. Going to decline that incomplete pass and bring up a punting situation. Good rush that time on the play
On
action.
the offense, penalty is declined.
Been
Fourth down.
bothered by that hamstring injury. They've been trying to save him in the kick return game and put some other guys back there.
Angling to the sideline. Sams will take it. Breaks away out to the 24-yard line and belted out of 9:40 to go in the ball game. The Cowboys with the ball and the lead in the fourth.
Sure do. Our partner in crime, Bill Land, worked with him all season this year on a Big 12 package here on Fox. And happy birthday, Bill, from all of us here.
And Bill's going to be doing the Texas Stephen F. Austin game, basketball game, later on tonight here on Fox Sports Net. See that game right here on the network with Jim Howell in Austin as we speak.
Fans getting a little upset here. Actually, they threw a little small football on the field right at Darrell Day, and he picked it. They're throwing them down on the sidelines here at the players. And Darrell Day's not happy about it. He's actually walked over and told the line judge, hey, they're throwing stuff from the stands at us. And Darrell Day's actually turned around and looked at the stands and found out what's going on. And then you get security personnel right there, and they're not doing a thing about it.
Pendarvis throws. Martin couldn't hold on.
The ball was right there.
Well, sure was. Henry Johnson was as well. Johnson with some pretty good coverage. May have got a little lucky that time
Yeah,
as well.
he does. That ball was in the hands of Martin. Just didn't pull it down and gave him a chance to react, to come back and come across there. Watch his ball. Pendarvis throws a good one here. That's a strike right there, right on the money. Yep. And you got to realize, though, that Martin's about 5'6", 5'7", so.
All right, so third down and 9. Colonel defense trying to hold and get the ball back. Pendarvis from the gun. Throws in the flat. Vic King. It'll be short of the first down. So you asked your defense to go out, stop him, and get the football back, and that is exactly what's happened for Nicholls.
What they did was they rushed 3 that time, sold out on the coverage, and did a good job there. Took everything away, and Pendarvis has to come down to his check down to beat to King on the outside. You see the coverage. Everyone is accounted for, and he brings it downhill, and good job of converging on the football and making the play.
Layson's back deep. 8:20 to go. Layson's calling for the fair catch and makes it at the 33-yard line. So Nicholls has the football back, trailing by 5. Nicholls State trailing by 5, 26-21. They have the football. 66 yards away from taking the lead over the #1 team in the nation on the road. James Morales in at quarterback. Morales cut it up, but not a whole lot there. He'll go for a gain of maybe a couple. B.J. McNutt, Tyree Broden there.
Nicholls 194 in the second half, only 27. They have answered the bell here in the second half.
Made some adjustments. Option. Brock trying to get the edge. Lowers his shoulder and crosses the 40-yard line as he ran Rod Gully over.
Did you see the block by David Plaisance, number 21 on the corner? Phil Brock's going to say, hey, David, you keep blocking like that, we're going to make a lot of plays on the outside. Watch here as the ball comes to your left side of the screen here. Watch number 21 get a good block here, knock the guy down to the ground, and that's exactly what you do on the outside. A lot of cut blocks, and they're not something that these defensive players like to have to defend. It's not easy to be out in space and handle a cut block and then get off and make a tackle. And Colonels, if they can get those blocks, they'll be marching again.
Play of the game so far, 3rd down 2, under 7 minutes to go. Nicholls trailing by 5. Up the middle, Morales spins. It's going to be just a matter of where the spot is.
That's going to be close. I see the field, the line judge on the far side.
First down.
Yeah, they give him to him right away.
Wow, I thought at least you would be measuring this one.
That was a good move that time by Morales coming inside. What they've done defensively is make an adjustment here on this midline option. They're walking their middle linebacker up in the middle of the defense there, right head up on the center, so he's able to make a play. That's Roderick Royal. They're having him move up inside on that play because they've been hurt time and time again running that midline option inside.
1st down and 10 from the 44-yard line. See the time remaining in the ball game. option again. Brock stiff arms one man and a nice gain out across midfield inside McNeese territory.
Well, a couple of times it's just a numbers game, and when you win the numbers game, the guy who's there to make the tackle has to finish. Watching there again, missed the tackle, and Philip Brock runs around the corner and gets more yardage to the Nicholls offense.
James Morales looks over the reads. Morales again, cuts it up. And Morales has the first down near the 40-yard line. Now the Colonels are clicking offensively.
Everyone's got to read their keys against an offense here. You know, when you run downhill, your linebackers have to key very well inside, find out who's got the football. And that's not the easiest thing to do when you go this option attack. Take a look here at Rod Royal, the middle linebacker, coming across. You play off one block, there's a cut block, there's another block he has to play off of. Hey, it's not easy sledding there, and you got the third guy coming through. That's your quarterback with the football, Morales, and Royal just hanging on, trying to make the play.
And Royal's hurt. They're tending to him right now.
Being strong and physical here, and I mean, Roderick Royal's holding up that tradition.
He runs a 4.540 on top of all that. First down 10. Morales. Harrison hit him and drove him to the ground, but to the credit of James Morales, he was able to spin downfield and still pick up a couple of yards.
That's exactly right. Garrison hit him right in the chops. Bingo, right there through the hole as he pulled the ball out. Going to come and lead behind. Take a look here. Number 58 is going to come to the left side of your screen and just hit him right there in the chops, but Morales spins around nicely.
Nicholls driving late in the ball game, trailing by 5. They haven't scored here in the second half. Again on the option, Morales. And he's short of the first down at the 33-yard line.
Morales is the fastest quarterback that they have. Josh Sun's pretty nifty, but watch the speed here as Morales goes through the hole and does a good job getting through it. But one thing to grab onto right there. Sure is.
Third down and 3. Coletti up the middle is going to be.
He's got it.
Does he?
His forward progress was almost at the 35-yard line. They banged him back.
I agree. Yep. To the 30-yard line.
Yeah, to the 30-yard line rather, and that's going to be enough for the first down.
John Paul Jones will get credit for the tackle.
You see Darrell Day down here on the sideline. He's got both hands. It's a first down. Move it, move it. Are you going to measure this?
Wow, that is not a very gracious spot.
Well, he actually was close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, he got no question.
Back.
If you go into the forward progress side of it,
I think they're going to have this by at least half a foot.
First down, Nicholls State.
Plenty of time left in the game, 4 minutes or so here for this Colonel offense to maneuver the next 30 and a half yards to get to the end zone. They're going to need a score here, Kevin. They're going to need to put a touchdown on at least to get ahead, and certainly want to give yourself an opportunity for a field goal, maybe get the ball back, but I think you're thinking touchdown all the way right here.
23-21 at halftime, 26-21 here with under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Morales try to turn the corner. And inside the 30, gains another 3 yards. He may have been better served to cut against the grain
down the line here. He's the option guy. And Colt Coletti, bingo.
Yeah. But the Prince's credit, Coletti hit him, and Prince reached up with the right hand, was able to get enough to at least hold on. Second down, 7. Option to the near side. Brock trying to get around the corner. What a great job by Brock. He got away from Rod Gully and Roderick Royal. You're talking about one guy who's a transfer and a leading tackler, transfer from Florida. The other guy who was the National Defensive Player of the Week this past week.
Philip Brock showing he's got speed and win the corner here, and then also strong. Also, a couple of times now, he's going right through Roderick Gully. I mean, Gully here, it's a nice job of getting around the corner, showing physical play and
inside the 21-yard line. Just inside the 21. Coletti up the middle, not going to get an inch. Oh, man. John Paul Jones and Ryan Garrison read that one.
That's the official timeout. Yeah, they called the timeout because John Paul Jones seemed like he was hurt. His kind of favoring his right shoulder. They're going to make him leave the game for one play.
2:41 to go in the game. Got to get it inside the 21-yard line. Season may come down to this play. Morales is not going to get there.
Daryl Zeno and Hadley Prince game tackle here on the corner. Got Morales before he could get the first down. Huge play defensively for the Cowboys scoring late in this football game. Take a look on the left side of your screen here. The pursuit of the Cowboys defensively. You got the quarterback there. There's Zeno and Hadley Prince. They meet right there at the corner and make a huge play.
Now your defense has to either get you a 3 and a quick out or a turnover. Oh, Hadley Prince. What a play.
Well, we talked about a team coming out here in the second half and winning the football game defensively, and the Cowboys have really answered the bell, Kevin.
Once again, David Willis there to stop the running back, Marcus Strahan, for virtually no gain.
Using the timeout here, the
State, Daryl Day's team may be playing. I don't know what he's doing, but he's up to something. May be playing for his chance to go to the playoffs. If that's the case, what a job that would be. Now look at, these are some of the potential brackets we put together. McNeese State taking on Idaho State. Montana would go in as the number 2 seed playing Northwestern
We're to be able to
State.
upset the Cowboys here on their home turf. Hey, the future might be bright for that opportunity.
There they go, misdirection, Trahan. Stay inbounds, which is what he wants to do right now, and Nicholls will take another being called on today because Josh Sun has gone out of the ballgame. Now, the problem is with an option, what makes it dangerous as well is, you know, you're one missed tackle away from the guy Brock getting to the edge the way he was the last time around, of a guy cutting it up and cutting against the grain, and the next thing you know, you're chasing him down the field 60 yards.
Yeah, we saw a couple plays for the Cowboys to win this football game.
0-9 remaining. Trahan up the middle, and so Colonel's going to get it back one more time.
Good clock management that time, down to 2 minutes on the clock, and took about 18 to 20 seconds for those 3 plays to run. Good job by the defense.
What a great roll after the 21-yard line.
On top, minute and 50 to go, and no timeouts left.
Yale Vanoy comes in at quarterback. See what they do. A minute 50 to go. 77 yards away. Trailing by 5. Pressure coming. Throwing in the flat. Complete.
Just short of the first down. The clock's going to continue to move. We got about 9 on that play and inbounds.
Vince Butler made the catch. His first of the game. Second leading receiver on this team. Under 90 seconds. Again, Vanoy to throw. Hit as he throws. Picked off. Picked off by Rod Gully. And Gully will score. His 8th pick of the season, leading the conference.
Yeah, just stepped right in front of the receiver and does a nice job going up for the football, and that right there at the end might have been a clip, but they're not calling that here. He's going to get the score, and the Cowboys cemented this victory here, Kevin, with that interception.
Gully, you're talking about a guy who plays exclusive. And the point after is good. So 1 minute and 11 seconds away from a 10-1 season for the McNeese State Cowboys, and a 6-0 year and a 6-0 trip through the conference.
You see the ball here thrown underneath and outside, and great job going up for the tall senior. Does a good job running the ball back. Actually, if he's a junior, he'll be able to come back and play some more football here for these Cowboys.
Walker back deep. And they'll kick it to Walker from the 8. Walker cutting across the grain and brought down at the 30-yard line. He is special.
He hasn't disappointed anybody today on his kickoff returns. That young man get the ball in his hands, he can make a play. Yeah, just too much real estate to cover here and too little time to do it.
Van Noy,
1 second
quarterback.
left.
Van Noy rolling and throwing it away. Clock stops, 55 seconds. Some credit to Darrell Day's bunch. First 2 seasons, 1 in 10 years, a 2 in 9 year a year ago, and his team, if things hold up the way they are right now, is going to finish 7-4. And well, they are way ahead of the learning curve right now. What a job he has done with that program. But man, Tommy Tate, what can you say?
That coach has done a great job with his football team this year. Had 14 returning starters for this team this year, and they have played well, and they've molded some other players. Got a lot of youth on this team, so they're going to have some good future here. We'll see Van Noy trying to make a play.
He flipped it ahead. Ooh, man, Rod Gully came in. Introduced himself to Brian
I think he needs
Thomas.
to win that game to have a chance to get into the playoffs as well. It's been fun this year, Kevin. We've seen the 4 Southland Conference games here on Fox Sports, and they've all been very entertaining. And this one ranks right up there. And whenever you have a chance to see the #1 team in the country, we haven't had a chance to see McNeese in a while, but to see Tommy Tate and his bunch out there and play well. You know, a lot of respect for this football team across not only this conference but across the country for McNeese State. They've, as I talked about earlier, in the last 11 years they've been in the playoffs in 1AA 9 out of 11 times.
Well, then they are the team to beat when it all starts. Tommy Tate going to win his 26th game in just his 3rd season.
And that's pretty impressive. Got good company here, and one of the #2 winningest percentage coach in McNeese State history.
Van Noy throws this one.